After months and months and months of collaboration, a massive crypto bill being introduced finally to the House of Representatives. I know a lot of you are thinking, but is it going to pass? I'm thinking the same thing. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Also, it's the battle of the layer ones, Q2 2023. A little update for you. As Cardano brings Mithril to mainnet, a very big upgrade. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Please hit the subscribe right now if you're not a subscriber. Hit that like button and let's just jump into it. The Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act has been introduced. Could they made that any longer? As other counties move forward with digital asset regulatory frameworks and Chair Gensler continues his regulation by enforcement, the U.S. is falling behind. Innovators need regulatory clarity and certainty to enable this technology to achieve its full potential. I don't know if it's going to pass, but can I just say something? I'm so happy that there's people that are just saying these things. And I saw John Deaton. He's on Twitter, very popular crypto lawyer, giving insights into XRP. He actually just, I saw a comment, I don't have it up, but he basically said, let's wait until we see the details because there might be some things in here we don't like, right? So I want to say that right off the bat. Eleanor over here also said, for those wondering, the bill that was introduced in June was just a discussion draft, ideas put forward. What was introduced today is the latest version that's been signed, has a bill number, and will be marked up next week. So we're going to find out. Chris also, I want to clear this up. There might be some of you out there that might have seen this. For your information, for the already brewing FUD, about 10% limits, this is for private sales. Direct from the project does not apply to exchange buy. So people are seeing 10% of sales. I can only use 10% of my yearly income to buy crypto. That's crazy. But that applies only to private sales, right? So it's not, if you're going on a crypto exchange, just buying crypto like most of us are doing, doesn't apply to that. Wanted to make note of that. So there's two things that really stuck out to me I tweeted about earlier. That is this. Section 15H defines the term digital asset issuer and includes provisions stating that a digital asset sold or transferred pursuant to an investment contract does not become a security solely as a result of that transaction. And then number two, especially for me as a Cardano stake pool operator, Section 15H also states that a person shall not be subject to the act and its regulations solely based on undertaking ancillary activities related to a blockchain system, such as being a node operator. So those two things alone, and the thing was long. There's a lot going on in there. I didn't have time to go read through, and there's probably going to be a lot smarter people kind of making Twitter threads about this. But these are two things I did go through. They stuck out to me. I'll put a link to the bill in the description if you want to check it out. One thing to note, the bill will likely face pushback. And that's the thing. Will it pass is the question. It will likely face pushback from House Democrats, many of whom have argued that the SEC should have a larger role than the bill currently allocates. What a surprise. But we're going to see we already know someone like Maxine Waters, her reaction to this, right? So there's going to be people trying to block this. It really is. There is an Elizabeth Warren anti-crypto army. They're there. They're real. And they're fighting every step of the way. I will just end this part of the segment, with a quote from Paul Graywall, the infamous chief legal officer at Coinbase. If we want to be taken seriously as a nation, we have to act seriously as a nation. Tell it. This legislation would finally put the U.S. into the global conversation on digital asset regulation. Congress should enact this without delay. I just could not agree anymore. Let's pivot over to layer ones. What's going on with layer ones in Q2? I'll tell you right off the bat. ETH outperformed alt level one tokens. Cardano DeFi growth. We're going to cover that, but real quick, I want to just mention why did ETH outperform like crazy? ETH market increased 3% quarter over quarter compared to an average decline of 23% for other featured L1 market caps. This is because the SEC, their complaints, and also the ETF filings, but the complaints from the SEC driving something like ADA down. Look at this chart. You can just see that huge, massive just fall. ADA's in there. Other altcoins are in there, right? And Ethereum just kind of chilling through the volatility because not at all a part of that fear, uncertainty, and doubt situation. Relating to Cardano, though, check this out. This is huge. And we're going to talk about Mithril. Mithril coming to mainnet, what it means. Cardano led featured L1s in quarter-over-quarter growth rates of DeFi total value locked, DEX volume, stablecoin market cap. There's so many people that are just simply saying Cardano is just like not doing anything. It's literally on chain outperforming in terms of DeFi, total value locked, DEX volume, and stablecoin market cap. Growth was driven by newer protocols, Indie Protocol, Liquid Finance, ViFi, Official. And just look at this. I mean, we go over here to the Cardano chart, or not the Cardano chart, but the Cardano DeFi Llama. Check this out. This is 1 month change. This is 1 month over here. Look at this. ViFi, 30%. Liquid, 40%. Indigo, number 2. Total value locked, 26%. Builders are building. Innovation is happening on Cardano. If you're ever feeling bearish, I mean, this is what I do. If you're just like, man, what is going on with this stinking crypto winter? What's going on? I go over here to the total value locked and I look at the chart. I remind myself fundamentals are incredibly strong right now. So much stronger than 4 years ago when ADA was even in a worse position than it is right now. That's what I do. As a long-term thinker, I need to remind myself of these things, but that's what ADA is looking like on the total value locked. And it's shining, everybody. It's outperforming in regards to certain on-chain metrics like this, right? So here we go. Cardano begins countdown to Mithril mainnet release. Want to just make a note of something, and then we're going to talk about really the simple bullet points. The design of Mithril has been ongoing for many months now, with IOHK giving regular updates about its progress in its weekly report. Mithril has been in the beta stage with its proof of concept released in August 2022. The Mithril protocol is now in its final testing stages and is ready for mainnet. We talk about this. I show this all the time. I'll continue to do it. I think we'll be at an all-time high with Cardano once again with ADA, and I'll still show this chart because it's such a big part of just my crypto journey, not just Cardano, but my crypto journey in general. Remember, just tracking all of these things that have been happening and waiting for things like Fossil Hard Fork, the Alonzo Hard Fork, smart contracts, just waiting for it. Tracking ADA in the last bull cycle, multi-asset ledger with Mary. Now we have just these upgrades that continue to come. Cardano continues to build, solving this trilemma: scalability, security, decentralization. Every move that Cardano makes in terms of fundamental building happening, it's playing into this story, this foundation that's being built right now. So when we see this insane just price decrease as fundamentals and even things like on-chain metrics, total value locked, DeFi coming online, we see all these things coming together at just like bear market lows. You can't, and there's no guarantees, everybody. ADA could fail, it could lose, there's risk. I get all of that, and I can't highlight that enough. But you can't find a better situation to be in if you're looking for some type of opportunity. That's at least how I see it. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here still tracking it, still waiting for this next cycle to shift. And we have time still, right? This is a very normal move that's happening right now in ADA. But going over here to some bullet points on Mithril. It's coming to Cardano mainnet. What is it? Stake-based signature scheme and protocol developed to take the speed and efficiency of node syncing on the Cardano network to the next level. I like that. Speed and efficiency to the next level. Supercharged node syncing, faster, more efficient, boosting the overall performance of Cardano network. Streamlined operations. This is creating an environment where builders can build. We look at these protocols, right? We look at the three that we just mentioned: ViFi, Liquid, Indigo. They're building, making an environment even better for them to continue doing that. Streamlined operations. Decentralized governance, playing into the governance feature of Cardano blockchain, solving that trilemma. Stake-based voting applications and governance solutions, empowering decentralized decision-making. And then a roadmap for success. So important to note, after the mainnet release, it will undergo further iterations, leading to a fully decentralized and self-sustaining Mithril ecosystem. So every technical milestone, and though too, a lot of us, like for me, for instance, I'm not an engineer, right? I don't dig into the depths of what's happening here technically. I try to understand it at a base layer because it's important. But every single milestone that's happening with these things, right? It's so important for me as somebody that's in the community, someone understanding what Cardano is trying to build, and also as a value investor, someone that's just kind of tracking the charts, trying to see, are we on track? Is the project on track? When these things happen, it's a big deal for me. So wanted to cover that in this video, and we'll continue tracking all of the milestones that ADA hits. And this chart, I mean, we've been here for years tracking everything that's going on. The chart just getting started, everybody. And, you know, we got to give it time, obviously, but the macro cycle of crypto in general, I think is looking good, but that's just my opinion. This whole entire thing, that's all my opinion. This is how I see it. Everybody, I appreciate you. I really do. I hope you're having a great week, a good night. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? And turn those notifications on if you don't have them on. I will see you all in the next video. God bless.